Well, I'm on the road and my phone is having problems, so I am just going to record this as I drive. So if someone hits me, because I've had a lot of difficulty today, and I mean goods, bads, and some uglies. Just because I have this hat on. And the goods to it are that one guy, an elder gentleman, maybe my age, maybe older, hard to say, hard to know, but he came right up to me in Rite Aid and put his hand out and shook my hand. And we talked for a few moments, and I learned that he was a Democrat. And I also learned that he voted for Trump. And that he will vote for Trump in 2020. And he said he's voting for Trump because, let's see, now that my hair, don't look at that when I'm at a stoplight, because my hair's real messy. He said he's voting for Trump because he sees a lot of good things that President Trump has done. Plus, he had to add that he has seen 2 years of our president being trashed by the media. And he's been watching this. And so there's one smart person, and that's a good thing. Now, the cashiers at Rite Aid, all 3 of them, some young, some old, couldn't even put, as soon as they saw I had the hat, they put their head down like they needed to stare at the ground. And that was quite interesting. That was very interesting. I didn't say anything. I thanked them and all that good stuff. The gal that helped me, I thanked her. And I left there, and I don't even think, I don't remember if they said thank you, but they certainly did not want to look at me. Then I went and got Safeway gas, and people were okay, just okay. But through Safeway there was difficulty. Yes, there was. People in the aisles actually stepped aside from me. We're talking Safeway store. Other people looked at me and said, "I like your hat." And that was a good thing. And I thanked them. And so this is, I haven't even had this hat for barely 2 days, and this is my experience in the state of Washington. Yes. And so let's turn Washington State green. Great. Let's turn Washington State red. Let's see what we can do. So, I don't know. Oh, more experiences. I will not go too far about which Safeway store I was in, but when I was picking up a prescription there, first the gal was okay with me while I was picking that up for a family member, and then she was not okay with me. And so that's that story about that, because I can tell when people don't look at me. And usually wherever I go, I do have the people at checkout and cashiering, they do look at me, and they're very polite and nice and kind for the most part, in my experiences in my life. Now I got all the things I finally needed at this grocery store, and the cashier, who could be of my age, and I'm 63 and 1/2 years old, and or she could be younger. I suspect she's younger, but she looked older than me. I'm not trying to be mean there, but she did look a little oldish. She wouldn't even look at me. she had a hard time, and I had a lot of groceries, and she just kept talking to the other cashier that was just standing at her cashier, whatever you call those things, and she was just looking at her, and that young gal did tell me, I like your hat. She had her cashiering place closed. She had no customers, so she was just standing there with her back to everything, talking to the older gal who was checking my things. And after a minute, the older gal kind of looked at me and mentioned the taco shell bowls that I was buying. And but that's the only thing. And she was very snappy with me, and they're having excuse me, troubles with their computer today. And I had put my bank debit card in and entered everything, and there was a problem, but everything went through. It's had the little message on there that said remove your card. I removed my card, did everything, and she's finally getting the last step, and she's whatever pushing the buttons. I don't know the buttons the cashiers have to push these days. Everything's very techy and all that. But she finished up there, and she looks at me and she says, you need to put your card in. And I was like, I already did, and it told me to remove my card. And so I did. Well, you need to put it in again. You put it in too soon. And I said, okay. So I'm sitting there and I'm looking at it, and she says, it'll tell you when you need to put it in. And so I stood there and waited and watching, and it never told me to put my card back in again. And then it just spinned around, and then all of the next thing you know, and I didn't put my card in, she was getting the receipt from her area. And she didn't apologize or say anything, and I didn't say anything back at her. And I do know what her name is, but I'm not going to say it on this. For various reasons I will not mention, but anyhow, I left there, and I was not asked if I needed any assistance getting my groceries to my car or anything. And I had almost $100 worth of groceries, 2 gallons of milk, a whole bunch of stuff, family stuff, no alcohol, no drugs, no nothing, just a hat on my head. Oh, Jesus, take the wheel. And that's my story for today. Over and out. Thank you for watching.